Final one for me, but anyways, one interesting thought is how could YouTube actually fix itself from the previous one? Because well, notice there's lots of freaking views that are not being seen anymore. I mean, we could take my channel and basically be like, hey, look at 1,000+ people, 1,000 subscribers. Yet my videos don't really hit that mark. Kind of sad. But then it's like even the bigger channels don't even reach the same mark. And I know different tastes and sometimes things change and heck they change and that's why people left and stuff. But hey, they get lucky enough to where it's like, oh well, they're still subscribed to you, but they're not watching your stuff anymore. It's like, yeah, just do that. It's like, yeah, just do that. You don't have to unsubscribe to me. Come on, man. You're able to straight up just be like, whatever. But I think the real thing that's going on is the whole TV portion of everything. It's like all these corporations have their own channels and they can basically do what they want and they feel wah on the fact of there's many that can get thumbs down. Now, the idea will be very simple of how to fix this. Allow YouTube TV to be its own entity as well, because, well, YouTube Music, YouTube Kids, even though I think YouTube Kids kind of spill into YouTube, but either way, I think allow YouTube TV, even though I'm pretty sure you have to pay for that shit. It's like, well, how about you make, well, is YouTube Red dead yet? I don't know if YouTube Red is actually dead or not. All I'm saying is that they need to break a new one, maybe like YouTube TV, YouTube television. Yeah, there we go. So you have YouTube TV that they have to pay for and YouTube television. YouTube television will just be a different sector of YouTube where it's like, hey, you want to see CBS, hey, you want to see HBO, hey, you want to see like CW, where it's like, oh, well, check this out. We have promos. It's like things like that. Even though I know like that means the movies could be like a gray area, being like, so should movies actually do it? I can tell you one thing that should definitely be done, which is music videos. Music videos are good and all, and it'll be cool, but the thing is like, yeah, they'll get maybe crushed by this, but it's just some of them, including a freaking video that happened last year. What the fuck, man? It's like, yeah, that freaking song. What the fuck? Yeah, and the music video is like, you're seriously gonna allow this to be on YouTube? Really? Really? It's like there's so many nudity and stuff that's happening on YouTube. And well, there's many times where way back in the day, India was like, yeah, let's secretly put some explicit movies in YouTube. It's like, good Lord. But it's like, you allow this actually being on YouTube. This one I had to say hell no to. Yeah, this would be the first one where I'm like, okay, so how about this, guys? You put your music video on Pornhub. It's like, yes, I'm sorry, but we don't do this crap. You put your music video on Pornhub. I'm sorry, but you're to the point of where it's like, yeah, this should have been like a YouTube like cut or censorship version of it. That's what should have happened. Yeah, that should have been like a very good censorship. And it's like, yeah, there's no way how you can freaking see it anywhere except for, of course, Pornhub. But I'll say every single place that you can think of, like Cartoon Network, which Cartoon Network is kind of okay, but it's like, it would be like in the mirror person. But it's like the ones that really are crying to be like, my, the thumbs down so horrible. Even though I think Nintendo was part of it, but Nintendo isn't really actually the idea of being like, oh, that should be on this new version. It's like, no, Nintendo should stay. Nintendo gets to stay. Might even be in both sides. I don't know. But I'm just saying YouTube should stay. Nintendo should stay. Sony should stay. Xbox should stay. It's like the stuff that actually was on TV, it has to be on a separate version because it technically is decimating what is going on YouTube as a whole. It's like, yes, I get it. Y'all guys got lots and lots of money and you would hope that people still watch your TV, which I do. It's just that some of them I just don't give a fuck about. It's like, yeah, some of them I just don't give a fuck about. And it's like, you're trying to make sure that you do this and it's good. But it's like, you need to have like, you know, when it has so many tabs, like the homepage and stuff like that. How about you just make a new one, just a new something on here, like TV specials or elite broadcasting or some kind of bullshit. And it's like, yeah, there you go. So instead of it polluting freaking the homepage with all the freaking stuff, it's like, oh yes, because we got millions and billions of dollars that we can use. Just have a separate one so it can return and revert back to where it used to be. It's like, yeah, because it'll be great to actually have YouTube kind of back where it was, you know? So instead of this whole thing of everyone's dropping off and you're freaking going nuts, and you want to actually make it cater to those who actually have TV stations and stuff, it's like, no, all you got to do is just make a separate version of it, just a separate tab or something. If you're able to do that, and then back to frick off on everything else, because I don't know what the other reasons why. It's like, oh well, monetization is down and stuff like that. It's like, well, what the, I don't sometimes there's some things that's like, this won't fix it, but hey, at least it might fix the whole thing of where it's like, we have to cut down your viewership so others can get it. Yeah, I get it. You want CBS or NBC or HBO, or does Cinemax have one? I'm not sure. What about Showtime? I'm not sure. It's like, yeah, those is like, I'm not sure, but there's like a few that do have some. And I'm just saying that personally, they just deserve to be in a separate place, because YouTube is expressing yourself. YouTube is like people who actually are low budget, in quotations low budget, because well, they can grow and then now they have somewhat of a decent budget. But it's like, we're trying to actually do something over here and getting our voices heard and stuff that we could do and demonstrate our skills and stuff. If you already have the skills and the money and such, it's like, then why are you on here in the first place besides trying to fight your relevance in, like, in quotations world? But it's like, many people still watch the freaking TV. And I guess it might be our faults too, where it's like, I'm going to streaming. And this is where we most likely got fucked over. It's like, no, you shouldn't go to streaming. I mean, streaming is good and all, but it's like, we have to find a middle ground where it's like, these guys will stop being dumbasses on freaking YouTube to make it so that they get all the attention while everyone else doesn't really get much attention. But if we're able to find some middle ground where it's like, okay, well, at least they do have the packages. They are watching you on TV sometimes. Can you please leave? It's like, have a seat. Go over there, please. It's like, there you go. You don't have to do the whole thing of coming on YouTube and taking over. But I'm just saying, it's either they get a new freaking tab so they can do all that crap. It's like, yeah, it would be cool. It's like, maybe the home tab doesn't have to be there anymore, or it's like the home tab is not their tab anymore, or they just make a new tab and allow the home tab to be polluted with all that bull crap, you know, and then the brand new tab is like, express yourself or whatever. And it's like, there you go. And then here's all the stuff that used to be. I don't know. But I could tell you that it just kind of sucks that many of them aren't getting as much views as they used to. I don't know.